everybody, welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna show you how to create your hello world in Java Netbeans. If you are a beginner in Java, this is a very good tutorial for you. But anyway, we have a tutorial how to install Netbeans. I think you should start with that. If you're using JCreator, if you're using what they call Eclipse, if you're using any other Netbeans or Java compilers, it's good for you guys. You can do what you can use that. So but we just expect you to have Netbeans. It doesn't mean you're gonna use Netbeans. That's not the requirement. The requirement just to have a compiler. No stress, you can go get something else, so that is okay. Let me close this. That could be something which can distract us, and then we get something starting. So somewhere like to start. So you click on here and you get your Netbeans. I'm using Apache Netbeans. If you don't know, now Netbeans was handled to Apache, so that's why all the versions you're gonna see, they're gonna come with Apache Netbeans. So there, what you're gonna do is to create a new project. You're gonna go to File, then you create a new project. We're gonna create this project and name it Hello World. I'm gonna call it Hello World. Then we finish. After finishing, let me see if we can install something like import Java dot swing star. I think I forgot. Or did I forget? Let me try. They're gonna say remove import. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. There are two things you can do now. Okay, these are just comments. This is your line. These are the packages, and this is what your main class name. This is the class name we gave. You can change the class name. So each and every Java project or program should have what they call a main class. This is the main class. It does not necessarily mean this class is the main class. This class is different from this. So this is the main class. All projects, all code is run here. So you can write your code outside here, but you have to call it here in this main class. In case you write something here, it has to be known here. So now we're going to write a simple program which says system dot out dot print then we're gonna say come in here and say hello world. Okay, then after you run, once you run it, you can see it says hello world. So I've got something also good for you here. We can delete that. We use the J option panel, which you can say if you use a J option panel, that's gonna be something which gonna tell you to importing that. This gonna something which gonna tell you to answer to do what, to put in a name. So once you put in a name, you can say system dot out dot print name. So the name, we're gonna print this name. So why do we print it? We're gonna print it inside here. So that's why we're gonna print whatever name it's gonna ask you here. It's gonna be put inside there. So create F. No, we don't need F here. Need now something like that. Yeah, we can put null here, then that is fine. So now we can run this, and it can ask you your name. What is your name? Your name, you can say Azania. Then if you say enter, that name should be displayed here. You can see Azania. Each name you put in is gonna be okay. The program asks us for the name, we put in the name, then it's gonna be displayed here down. You get me? So that's all. So you can create and say another name, and ask you for the name, and you say my name is YouTube. Okay, then you say okay. When you run, it's gonna say my name is YouTube. Remember, this J option panel, you have to import this class called import swing javax, import space javax dot swing dot j option panel. So you have to import this. If you don't import this, you're gonna see an error. Let me show you. But now these days it's easier. Java can suggest for you, then it gives a chance to do that. So if I take it out, you can see it gives us error here. So the J option panel won't work. You can see it's blinking the error. So what do? It's gonna suggest you click here, add import swing. You can put it there, then it works. You get me? So once it works properly, then you are good to go. So there are many things you can also check up on the internet. So if you take out the main class and cut it off, everything's gonna be fine, but nothing's gonna work. So if you bring back I want you to understand, this is the opening of the class, this is the closing of the class. So your main function should be here. So if you delete this, no error you're gonna get, because this is only to tell the program what to do. But then if you delete this guy, also nothing's gonna happen, but your program will never ever run. You can see. So we don't need this. So now this is expected to work inside the main class. So if I take it out, there's nothing I'm gonna get, no problem, no what. So but then if I try to run, it won't run, because it's gonna say run with a stack trace option to get the stack trace, run with info or debug option, get info. You get me? So all that is something which you cannot run because your main program is not there. So what you got to do, you can see this error. Once you see this error, just know that your program does not have a main class. So what do? We go back and you say the public static void main, then open here, and we open plus we close here, then we put here what they say string, then we see we can put this here and say arguments. So once you're done with that, there's no problem there's no way you're gonna get a problem. So if you run this, it's gonna ask you, it's gonna work properly, and you put in the name same master. When you say okay, nothing happens, because what? You did not tell the program what to do. You only ask it to ask you the name, but what is the name gonna go? So the name should go here. So in case you want this to be the number, you can say number 1, for instance. Okay, so then you can ask the program to ask you the number 2. So this is gonna be, you can do this, you can say number, then it's gonna say int, that's gonna be integer. Let me see, int, the C, change number 1 to string. There's some things we have to add on here to use the integer value, but still it's not supposed to be, it has to be at least capital I. Then change to string, declare, design, assignment, whatever. So okay, you can use in another style whereby we have to do a little bit of upgrade to deal with integers. So we have to deal with integers in case you want to ask the program for 2 numbers. Maybe you have to add those 2 numbers. You get me? So that is okay. We can go back and say we go back, undo, then we get into our name. So since you did not tell the name where to go, then it won't happen. Also, you can display the name on on a pop-up, which they call a dialog, which can show up open dialog, then it can show the name there instead of showing your name here. You get me? So that's the thing. So let me see. System has to be capital S, then other stuff is small. System, everything which comes after that is small. Dot out, dot print, then we can see dot print what, dot print name. Okay, this name you can name it anything here. You can say my name if you want to. You can say first name if you want to. So then what you do, you copy that still and you bring it here inside here. So if you bring it inside here, then you take out these quotes because it's gonna print also only the quotes. Okay, so once you take out the quotes, you can run now. It's gonna ask you that name and you give the name, which is gonna be mode. So then it's gonna give you the name is what, the name is mode. So it should show that mode, which is here. But now what happens if you put the quotes here and you put another quote here? What's gonna happen to you? So what's gonna happen is, look what's gonna happen. You're gonna say mode, but what's gonna happen, it will never show mode. Why? It shows the first name because it's treated as a string, and you don't have to do that. So now what you're gonna do, you're gonna delete that and save your program and run it again and do this. Okay, it will give you AA. Yeah guys, I think this is enough for today to show you how to run hello world and some small things in your Java. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. So we're gonna do a couple of Java programs and Java tutorials. Okay, see you in the next video guys.